Quinn, right?
Quinn, yeah. I'll say Win a few times, just like I was saying Quinn at the beginning of the year. That was usually it.
Broadcasters like Denver,
New York, Florida, worldwide, Colorado, yeah, California, yeah, Charles, yeah. You're on YouTube.
Get to make it out on a Friday night. Perfect. This might be tough.
This is going to be tough. Yeah. I might have to, Arlene. I don't know, maybe their friends will tell them, like maybe they'll sit. Maybe they'll sit.
Nobody in our side's going to tell us that. So
Yeah, that's
you have to
true.
lean forward.
We'll see what happens. It's exciting. I don't want to be rude.
Looking for people coming to visit us and play against us. Pop Rocks in Mountain Newark, the one.
Hold on.
What's up, Arvada hockey fans? Harry Haviland coming at you from the Apex Ice Arena. We are live on Friday evening. We're taking on a team from Ventura, California. The Mariners have come into town to take on your PeeWee A squad this evening. We're coming off a tough overtime loss. So much support from everybody last weekend on the comments, on the notes. This team fought through it. They battled hard all weekend last weekend. Tough loss in overtime, but hey, those are the learning lessons that we're here for. We're back on the ice. This exhibition bout's set to take place here in about 20 seconds as warm-up's gonna wind down. The fans are in the stands. Players are on the ice. You're in front of the TV, kicking it with the OTT Sports Network on Friday evening, live from Arvada, Colorado. I was waiting for the buzzer to sound there as time walked to zero. There was no buzzer. Now I don't know how to their own net. They're all ready. We had a couple of good practices this week. Your Arvada squad is going to be in white The Mariners are going to be in blue, taking this one to the next level. We got Vail next weekend. This is our only game before we head up the mountains to take on a bunch of squads. Want to throw a shout out to this team though. Coming in from California, they're taking on Arvada. Couple of teams from Littleton and Boulder in the next few days. Just having a lot of fun. Had some time to chat with some parents in the parking lot before. They're having a blast. They're wondering why nobody's tailgating. We're like, well, it got a little bit cold out here. We had a snowstorm. They're not exactly used to that. We figured it out. But now we're on the ice, we're inside, no heaters on, sweaters are on, but we're ready to go. Arvada PeeWee A Hockey taking on the Ventura Mariners from California. Harry Haviland, the OTT Sports Network, bringing it to you. One change in the lineup you're going to see is Quinn in net. Quinn is our PeeWee B Gold goalie. He's stepping into between the pipes for Wynn, who's up in Chicago. I think they're on the ice right now. He's playing for Team Colorado. I watched their game earlier, and they skated to a 2-1 loss, but what a hard-fought game, and that team's going to come together. All of our best wishes go out to Wynn and his team up in Chicago as the rest of his squad gets set to take on Ventura here, skating out to center ice. That's going to be Cohen, Colin, and Kai. We got coming in is Colin. Colin walks across the blue line, steps in. That one gets stuck back out. Not Rampage. Rampage is the other blue team, the Mariners. Am I going to be confused for this game too? Let's hope not. As long as I don't say Wyoming Monument. Don't say Monument. Hops over Cohen's stick. Cohen goes back into the corner trying to pick this one up. Battling against the board is Cohen and Colin against all the Mariner team. Deep into the back corner to Milky. Milky has this, has a little bit of patience, pushes it up, gets it back out to the point. Shot comes in. Pad save there by Quinn, picked up by Milky and goes back out to the point. Another blast from the point, that one goes wide, looking for the tip. Back into Milky, over to Bo in the far corner. Milky picks it up again behind his own net. Off the boards and back to the point. Him and this D-man are getting good at playing pass. Milky off his skates, backhands it back out, puts it around the other side over to Kai. Kai off the boards, Kai tips it up. That one's gonna be a little bit too hot for action. Comes all the way down, skips across the red line, icing's whistle. 12:51 left to go in this first period. We're at the Apex Ice Arena in Arvada, Colorado, where your PeeWee A squad is taking on Ventura Mariners. Gotta say, I was getting a little bit nervous watching that Team Colorado game. Seth McKay on the mic. If he's coming for my job, you guys can just tell me. I got a clause. You can just trade me. That's fine. Seth did an unbelievable job there on that one today. Banged off the boards and all the way out over Ethan's stick. This one's coming in. It's going to be onto the Mariners goalie. They're going to hang on to that. As coming crashing in hard there was Evan. Jax or Evan, 18-10. They got to quit.
Yeah, it's that Evan kid.
That's that Evan kid.
It's terrible.
The tucked in. Jax is at the point here. He's out tucked jersey number 10. Out to the point. Shot in hard there by Owen. Anderson looking for the rebound. No rebound to be given. Picked up by the Ventura goalie. Face off deep in the Mariners zone with 12:33 left to go on the clock. Picked up by the Mariners. They skate out of the Arvada zone. Good back check there by Ethan right down in front of the benches. Picked back up by the Mariners. They walk into the Arvada zone. Come into the high slot. Circled back. Picked up by Evan. Evan's got a little bit of room to walk with this. Sees Ethan up in front of him. Gets it behind him. And kicked off of his skates all the way down. Spun around by the Mariners out to the boards and out of the zone. Back check there by Anderson. Onto the stick of Jax. Jax over to Anderson. Anderson up off the glass. Now he's got some room to walk with it. Being collapsed on hard there and picked up by the Mariners. Mariners backhanded. Sneak it across the blue line. Lexi's coming off the change. Comes over racing. Bounces over her stick. Coming in to the Arvada zone. A swing and a miss by Ethan, but he comes back, picks that up. They're pushing that in, and it's going to be offside. 11:39 left to go. 0-0 in this game between Arvada and the Ventura Mariners out of California. If you're tuning in, give us a shout out. We'll give you a shout out. That's what we're here for, supporting everybody that's supporting this team. It's great to see you taking up your Friday evening time to support this Arvada PeeWee A hockey squad. As I check it into my messages, Laura Lee Sutherland, Tom Haviland, Anita Hernandez, some longtime viewers are online with us. Great to see you spread across Kansas to British Columbia. Kept in there by Calder. Calder out of his skates, back out towards Alex, fighting for it. That one sneaks back, and it's going to be an icing call with the ref's hand high in the air. And Quinn's dancing in his net.
Quinn fits in the net.
He does fit in the net. If you are just tuning in, Wynn is up in Chicago. Quinn filling in for him tonight with your Arvada squad. Looking for a big game out of his team in front of him, and his team's looking for a big game out of him. They're all just here having some fun in this exhibition tilt. Pressured hard, coming back through the neutral zone by Nick. Ventura walks in, takes the shot. That one's blocked. Over crashing for that one was Milo. Off the boards by Lexi. Lexi's fighting that one out towards the point. Back in and kept in. Calder doesn't get it all the way out. High slot picked up by Mariners. They walk in, go around a couple, take the shot, and that one just gets deflected high over the net. Lexi into the far corner. Lexi's got some speed. She's got some room. She's going to walk this one across the blue line, coming out the neutral zone. Lexi's walking into the Mariners zone, gets that tipped off into the corner and hard all the way back out. Picked up by Bo at his own blue line, spun back around. Got some time looking over to Lexi, off the boards to her. Lexi flips that up off the boards to Alex. Alex trying to find Cohen. Colin tips that one into the Ventura zone. Picked back up by Cohen. Cohen walks in wide, looking a way to find this towards the front of the net. Flips it in, not held on to by the Mariners goaltender. Coming back in front is Colin, out of the zone. Milky tries to backhand that one in. Now he's racing back checking into his own zone as the Mariners walk into the Arvada territory. Milky gets it on his stick, not hard enough, and kick back in. Calling hard around the boards. That one's going to get held in the blue line with the pinching D walking in, pushing it towards the front of the net. Back out to Cohen. Cohen off the boards. Kai with some pressure on the top of the key and gets that one out. Colin racing down for it, picked up by Ventura before he can get to it. We've got 9:24 left to go in this first period. Still a 0-0 tie between the Ventura Mariners and your Arvada single A PeeWee squad. Bangs that one out, held in at the blue line by the Mariners. They come back in, top of the circle, deflected high off the glass. Milky strips that puck, gets it back over to Cohen. Cohen gets it back to Milky, and Milky comes back across center ice. Milky over to Kai, just can't reach for that one, picked up by the Mariners. Back out to Milky as he's retreating into his own zone. Jax comes off the bench with a set of fresh legs, circles around his own net. Jax walks out, gets it over to Kai on the far side. Kai's going to carry this one in across the blue line. Kai comes in, takes the wide angle shot, gloved down by the goalie. Rebound is still up for grabs. Kicked over to Ventura as they come back the other way, coming in hard on the Arvada defenders. They walk in. Good back check there by Cohen, forcing it into the corner. Back from Owen over to Cohen, back out to the point. Colin in front. Colin flips that one all the way out. It's signaled an icing. We got 8:16 left to go in the first period. Still a 0-0 tie here at the Apex Center in Arvada, Colorado. You're on the mic with Harry Haviland and the OTT Sports Network. More people tuning in. Helen Parker, Kelly Maurer, Seth Mukai tuning in. Seth, I hope your guys' game went well this evening. And I said earlier, you better not be coming for my job. Listen to your commentary, and it was unbelievable today as you're up in Chicago with that Team Colorado. Best of wishes to that entire team as they're up there facing off against some of the best in the world. Into the corner here, kicked around the backside by Anderson. Over to Evan. Evan's fighting for it in the corner. Evan's keeping it on his backhand, trying to center that. Out to the front to Ethan. Ethan can't get the shot off as it's picked up by Ventura as they're coming out of the Arvada zone. Spin around, can't get a handle on that puck. Pressured there by Evan. Back in and then hassled by Anderson. Sorry, I can't quite see this corner. Everybody's leaning up against the glass. Deep in that zone. Back over towards the front. Evan with a shot. Can't get it all the way towards the center. Anderson swings that one around. Anderson in the corner towards the front of the net. Deflected before it gets in there. Evan in the corner out towards the point. Picked up by Lexi. Lexi fires that one back into Evan. Sneaks past him over to Anderson. Anderson's centering pass and held onto by the Ventura goalie with 7:01 left to go in the first period. All tied up at zeros. On the bench tonight, guest coaching, we got Graham Burns out there with Big Dick Winter. Looking to see if he can liven some spark into this team and keep himself on the bench for an entire 3 periods.
You said it, not me.
I did say it. I said it to him earlier, and I know he's going to be calm and cool and collected on that bench, as all our coaches always are, right? Into the corner, picked up by Nick. Well behaved, yes. Nick backhands that one in, picked up by Mariners. Mariners off the board and clear their own zone. Back check by Calder. Now they still step through. Lexi bangs off the boards. They held it in the blue line. Calder fighting for it. Off the stick and Nick. Back out to the point. Into Ventura as they're walking into the Arvada zone. Comes in, number 22, takes the shot. Doesn't get it all the way through. They're in front of the net. The puck is still loose. Lexi is the one that comes out with it. Now she's off to the races. Comes across the blue line. The player falls. Lexi's got Nick. Nick stretches. Nick from his belly just can't scrape that one towards the front of the net. All the way out. Lexi's racing back. They dump this one in. Lexi up-fired off the boards. They call that one onside. It's held into the blue line. They walk around, backhand that one in, and Quinn with the big save. Coming around, pressured hard by Nick. Off the boards, trying to get it up to Colin. Nick hammers that one out. Picked up by Ventura at center ice. Colin in front of his own bench. Back at center ice, fighting against 2 players. Those 2 players break it up. Over to Cohen. Back over to Colin. Colin's got some room with it. Off the boards and back over to Ventura, who's collapsing on an anticipated play. Guy with the back check. Gets it in. Boat over to the corner. Kai's going to get a penalty. Kai's going to get a penalty for hooking. Whose bloody kid is that? Somebody's got to talk to him. There's 5:21 left to go here in the first period. Arvada's going to be down a man for the next minute and 30 seconds as Ventura is going to go on the power play. Deep in the Arvada zone, face off over Quinn's left shoulder. Backing it out by Colin, fighting for it over to Milky. Milky has it, flips it up hard off the boards, looking for Cohen. Just out of Cohen's reach. Icing is signaled. Cohen gets there in time. Cohen pushes it towards the front of the net. Nobody home, back into the corner, picked up by Ventura. Mariners coming across center ice, walk into the Arvada zone. Milky takes a swing at that, off the side of the net. Milky still battling in behind his own net for it. Shot in front, and Colin does a good job of getting there. Now Colin's coming in the other way. Colin doesn't go across. So we're gonna see an icing here with 56 seconds left to go in the power play for Ventura and 4:46 left in the first period. Tuning in is Chris Pollock. What's happening, Chris? Good to see you on board with the OTT Sports Network and Harry Haviland here at the Apex Ice Arena on a beautifully snowy, cold Friday evening in Arvada. Ticked out to the point, back over D to D. They walk in, take that shot, and Quinn kicks that one into the corner with his glove. Kicks that in with his glove. Can you do that? Can you do that?
I guess so.
All the way back down. Ice, ice, baby, called by Dave Hernandez down here with the Arvada crowd. Everybody's right into it, all pumped up. Friday night action here on the OTT Sports Network. Evan set to take this draw on the penalty kill with 38 seconds left to go in this power play by the Mariners. They run over for the next 10 seconds.
We had a little interruption in service.
Interruption in service?
Yeah, apologize to everybody. The
Oh.
internet cut out because we didn't pay the bill this month.
We didn't pay the bill. Apologies to everybody. Internet was out for a little bit.
But Quinn saved that shot.
Apologies for you not getting to watch the play. You're welcome for not having to listen to me for that 45-second break. All the way back down into the Mariners zone. Mariners put that over off their goalie into their defense. Ethan pressuring, gets it on his skates, keeps it in the blue line. Tap back in there by Evan, and then picked back up by the Mariners. Mariners off the board. This one's coming all the way down. They're waving icing off as Lexi's going to pick this up. Lexi trying to get it up to Evan. That pass is intercepted. She takes a swing at it. Back in another pad save by Quinn. Hard off to the boards onto the far side. Ethan looking for it. That's sticked in by the Mariners. Back out to the point. Evan trying to get a handle on it. Here comes Anderson. Anderson gets it up to Evan. Evan can't find it on his tape. And he's going to take a trip for that one.
Dang it.
He found his stick somewhere. It wasn't on the puck. It was in the opposing player's skates. And he's going to go to the box for the next minute and a half and think about what he did. Arvada's going back on the man disadvantage here. We've got 3:08 left to go in the first period. We're still tied up 0-0 against the Ventura Mariners out of California. Calder at the faceoff dot, wins that one back over to Milky. Milky sees it up off the boards, trying to find Calder again, but it's pushed into the neutral zone. And Ventura can't get a handle on it, back into their own end. Setting up here on this power play, they got lots of time. They go D to D across the ice. They're gonna walk this up the near side. Goes towards, tips that one into the corner. Icing's waved off as Bo tries to come back into his own end to collect it. Ventura beats him there. Bo battles for that puck. Back out towards the front, negated there by Soon on mine.
Refresh. What's going on tonight? There are way too many people here.
Refresh.
Sorry, everybody.
Am I doing something wrong here? I don't know.
No, that's the game. Go on YouTube.
Go on YouTube.
YouTube's working.
YouTube's working. All right.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's working here on the OTT Sports Network on not Twitter, on Facebook.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Sorry, I clicked my Twitter. That blue just confuses me.
Okay, I know.
I gotta search it up just in case. I gotta look for some comments here.
It's on Facebook. It's just the second.
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody's still tuning in. If you can't find us on Facebook, find us on YouTube. All the links are on OTTSportsNetwork.com. We're here at the Apex Center. It's facing off the Ventura Mariners out of California. Arvada's going into the first intermission here with a 1-0 lead. Cohen's in the box. And Kai and Colin are going to start this on the penalty kill with Milky and Bo on D. We've got Quinn in net, and he has made some amazing stops here through the first period. Colin's going to be set to take this draw at center ice. One back by Mariners. Over the far side, Kai just backhands that one high up the glass. Deep in around the boards. Comes the other side. Milky tips that one off, and now come back the other way. Kai swings that on his backhand, circles back off the boards, trying to push this one in. They're still shorthanded. And I'm still trying to find the link. My bad. Onto the stick of Milky, trying to push that one up to Colin. Ventura picks that up, takes a shot, and fires that one high and wide. Who scored? We lost the internet. It was Cohen on a breakaway, Anita. I don't know if you can still hear us. Let us know if you can. I can't see the video, but we are back live. Oh, we're back live. There we go. I just got to fast forward. I've always been please be kind and rewind kind of guy. Kai circles and tries to push that towards the front of the net. Still pressuring in the Ventura zone. They walk back out. Cohen steps out of the penalty box, back to 5-on-5 hockey as the Mariners come into the Arvada zone. Bo sticks that one off. Bo up off the boards to the far side, and the Mariners are going to have that one being pestered by Cohen. Cohen comes in. Cohen with a wide angle shot, banks it off the boards over to Anderson coming off the bench. Into the corner, shot around the other side. Owen comes in off the blue line, pinches in on this one, takes the shot, comes in. Diving play in front by Anderson, back over towards the front, and Evan just couldn't get a handle on that one to get the power on it that he wanted. Jackson falls down, comes in the other way, being chased in by Owen as Ventura takes the shot. Big save by Quinn one more time. Owen off the glass, back into the corner by Ventura, being hassled there by Jackson. Jackson pushes it around the far boards to Anderson. Anderson looking for that stretch pass to Ethan. It's going to be out of his reach, go all the way down the ice for an icing call with 11 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the second period. Arvada's clinging on to a 1-0 lead. Yes, I'm wearing a poppy right now representing Remembrance Day. I'm being asked by some people in the crowd. All the respect for our veterans and everybody that fought in the wars. I think it's a Canadian thing, or I know it's a Canadian thing.
It's all on Hockey Night in Canada last night.
It's Hockey Night in Canada? Don Cherry wasn't talking about it, was he?
No, he wasn't.
Because he was, those people that just didn't wear them, I think that's why he doesn't have it. Jax walks in, comes up to the high circle, takes a shot and pressures this one in behind the net, rings it around the boards, out to Ethan at the point. Ethan keeps that one in, back over to Jax. Jax backhands it hard.
Keep working, dude.
Oh, back over to Lexi. Lexi's at center, kicks it up to Evan. Evan goes around one, now he's fighting against three, trying to find Ethan going towards the front of the net. Milo with his backhand up to the far side to Anderson. Anderson hangs on to that, everybody stays on side. Anderson flips that into the corner, and now Arvada's got to chase it down as Anderson wheels off for a change. Ventura coming out of their end, walks around a couple of Arvada players, coming through, walks around still with some speed, gains his own, gets tackled down there by Ethan, and that's an obvious call. One more time, Arvada's going to go on the penalty kill with 10:40 left to go here in this second period.
Pretty good at that.
Thanks, man.
I'm sitting here on my own. I'm sitting right here.
I have some fun with it.
You sound great.
Facing off at the dot here is Calder. They're 4-on-5 here, Calder and Alex. Lexi puts that one up, and she's on D here with Milo. Going all the way down. Alex is racing down for it. Icing's waved off. Alex goes in behind the far net. Stripped off the puck there by Ventura. They backhanded him behind their own zone one more time as they're getting set for the breakout. Calder gets taken down in front. Ventura has some time. Alex does a good job pinching that one into the blue line. Still forcing them back deep in their own zone on this penalty kill. Back out to Lexi. Lexi backhands it up off the boards, gets it in. And Ventura back swings that one around, comes out of their own, doesn't come all the way out.
Keep working.
Calder saw the opportunity, thought they were coming the other way, swung it back around, picked up by Milo. Now he's walking some time off this clock with 40 seconds left to go in the power play for Ventura. Pressured hard there and tipped off to the side by Calder. Out to the point, and Alex keeps that one in. Alex backhands it in, and Calder chases it down in the corner. Mariners ring that one across the boards, trying to break this out. Still with 23 seconds left to go in the Mariners penalty. Tipped ahead by Milo and then back over to Lexi. Lexi's walking across the red line, comes in, gains the blue line, backhands it towards the front of the net. Picked up by the Mariners in their own crease without a shot. That one's tipped and it's going to be icing. 5 seconds left to go in the Mariners man advantage, but the power play opportunity is going to be weakened as the play comes all the way back down for a face-off over to their goalie's left shoulder. We're here at the Apex Ice Arena. I'm Harry Haviland. This is the OTT Sports Network. This is our only game of the weekend. The boys are going to try and leave it out here on the ice. As this one is won over to Milky. Milky pushes it off the boards and then picked up. They're coming back in. Steps out of the box there nicely as Ethan breaking that play up. Back into Bo. Bo has some time in his own net, in his own zone. Bounces it off a little bit of a ice break in the rink. Comes all the way around, doesn't get it out. Still fighting for it on the boards. And kicked all the way down. Icing is waved off back into the Mariners zone, picked up by the team in blues. They look for this breakout play. Picked up there by Colin. Colin can't walk in too far with it. Gets a stick on it and pushes it back into the zone. Still at the blue line. Now they come out with it. Bo's coming back in. Bo's got Milky on the far side. Bo controls it in, comes in front of his own zone, circles back to the near boards, gets it all the way out, trying to find Cohen. Backhand it back in, and it's offside with 8:18 left to go here in the second period. Arvada is leading the Ventura Mariners 1-0. If anybody wants to join us at 6 o'clock on Sunday morning for a practice and see what this team actually does to build up for these big games, you're welcome to come. I'll even bring the Baileys and the Bloody Mary mix at 6 o'clock on Sunday morning. Coming in, high shot goes over the net. Into the corner, Jax puts a body on his player. Still fighting up as he gets tripped up, and now walking around the far side is Cohen. Cohen goes down. Owen backhands that one all the way back out to center ice. Kai's chasing it down. They go D to D, but Kai's still got some pressure on this team. He gets a stick on it. Backhanded by Cohen over to Colin. Here comes Colin. Colin steps to the top of the circle and fires that one about 17.4 inches high and left. Steps out of the zone there was Colin. He thought he was holding it in on the blue line. Just couldn't wait for his team to get onside. Good effort by him. Pushes it back in, but we're going to see an offside faceoff outside of the Mariners' blue line with 7:32 left to go here in the second period. Coming out now is Evan, Anderson, Ethan on D. We've got Milo and Lexi over to the far side. Anderson, and he's racing for it. It's inside the Mariners zone. Kicks it in the corner, trying to find Evan. Evan's fighting for it on the boards. Evan comes out of it with his backhand, trying to skate around. Gets it on his forehand, but couldn't get it all the way to the front. Doesn't give on up on that play towards the front of the net. Anderson just couldn't find the backhand to bury that one. He was walking into the crease. Out and off the Ventura skates. Held in there by Milo, broken up. Walked back in. Lexi flips that one over to the far side, picked up by Ethan. Ethan gets taken down. Comes around is Ventura. Ventura walks in, flips that one from outside the blue line. That one goes into the corner. Fighting for it in the corner, trying to get this one out. Looking for Evan, who was breaking out of the blue line, outside the blue line. We're going to see a penalty, and I can't see exactly what happened. But Arvada was the last ones to touch it, so I'm guessing that Arvada is one more time going to be on the... Nope. Yep, Arvada is going to be on the penalty kill. Skating into the box is Milo. I couldn't see what was going on there, but it doesn't matter what I say. It's all what the refs say. 6:41 left to go in the second period. Arvada's clinging to a 1-0 lead, and they're going to see the penalty kill for the next minute and 30 seconds. One across the slot, over to the far side. Ethan hard off the boards, skips it out over the blue line, still fighting for it. Ventura swings that around. Oh, battling for it was Anderson off the backhand of Bo, and now they come in, just whistled that one wide. Into the corner, back behind the net. Bo looking to pick it up. Bo doesn't know which way to go with it. He's being collapsed on by three Mariners players. Mariners have this on the far circle. Towards the front of the net, nobody home, goes banging off the far boards. Hard by Ethan, back out to the point. They go back into the corner with it, being hassled there by Milky. Milky goes into the corner, chasing it behind his own net. Mariners come towards the front of the net. Bo gets a stick on that one. And now Ethan's coming with some speed out of his own zone. Ethan's coming in 1-on-2. Takes it wide. Stops up in the corner and goes down, back out to the point. Milky takes that shot, fires it, and he just puts that one wide. Back out to the other point, but it bangs off the boards in an awkward way. Picked up by the Mariners. They kick that back into the Arvada zone. Doesn't get across the red line. Milky tries to center that one out. Picked up by the top of the slot and into the corner by Bo. Around the far side, here comes Ethan. Ethan off the boards, over to Milky. Milky's fighting for it. Ethan gets back up on his skates, comes back in, swung into the near corner. That's Bo coming across as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey with.
All right, now we're back.
Delay, not delay a game, delay on the.
Delay on the. We keep going in and out.
We got to work on our Wi-Fi connection here.
We got to pick up a GoFundMe to get that wireless hotspot satellite system going that we talk about.
I mean, the OTT can only do so much with the breezer covers and the helicopter, but
Yeah,
we'll work on the Wi-Fi.
We need to get our Wi-Fi in action. For sure.
Stepping through a couple players here, and now Ventura walks into the Arvada zone. Coming in on the power play, they go wide in the far corner with 38 seconds left to tick off this second period. Banging in for there is Lexi, back out to the Mariners. They take the shot, comes in towards the front of the net. Picked up by Anderson. Anderson looking for Ethan. Ethan comes around, just couldn't find a handle on it. Sorry, I was holding my breath there, hoping he would. Comes into the Mariners goaltender. They're going to hang on to that one. We got 21 seconds left to go in the second period. 23 seconds left to go in the penalty. We're tied up at 1-1 at the Apex Ice Arena. Arvada against the Ventura Mariners. Harry Haviland and the OTT Sports Network bringing you all of the action every Friday night. Ref trips up Anderson as he wins that draw, and they're coming out the other side. Here comes Ventura. Good job by Ethan on that side. Gets it back over to Milky. Milky flips it to center ice. Kick back in quick. Picked up by Milky. Milky's going to go for a walk with this. He only has 6 seconds. Tries to find Anderson. That comes in. There's going to be... The buzzer's going to sound. They're not even going to wait for any whistles on that one. Still 2 seconds left to go in Jax's penalty. Arvada's going to start the third period. Tied up 1-1 with the man disadvantage. I have a feeling that the coaches are going to strategize this one, knowing that they've got somebody speedy coming out of the box with 2 seconds into this third period. I'm being choked out here as Katie drags me towards the glass, and we're going to get a sneak peek of what the coaches are talking to here. Interim coach Graham Burns out there with Big Dick Winter.
The best of what was around for replacement coach tonight.
Yeah, we tried all the alleys downtown Denver. We checked into the mountains for any ski bums that weren't working the lifts yet, and we found Graham Burns. So here he is talking to this team. Have him out there on the bench. As much fun as we make of him, he is a great guy to have out there. Helped to motivate this team and helped to motivate Dick Winter out there.
Sure.
I gotta say some things nice to him. He's gonna pick up my bar tab after the game. I made a comment. Oh, you must have made that comment.
What comment?
I know. Harry Haviland commented on the video. It wasn't me. It might have been my beautiful wife who was in the stands telling us, hey, get your stuff together there, OTT Sports Network. Coming back to the tripod and back to action. Third period about to start here. 14 minutes on the clock. And looks like Ventura got a penalty at the end of that.
Did they?
I don't know what happened. There's a minute 30 on. We're going to start this game 4-4. Arvada's going to come out of the box 2 seconds into the game. And Arvada's going to see a power play opportunity for a minute and 28 seconds to start this third period. Not sure what happened there, but
I missed it. It's that hidden corner.
I can't see anymore. If you're commenting, please do. This team appreciates your support, and we appreciate you guys here on a Friday night at the Apex on the OTT Sports Network as Owen picks us up at his own end. He comes walking across, steps in. That one's held on side by Calder. Calder bangs it off the boards. They chase it in. Arvada seeing 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go on this power play as they kick it into the far corner. Skating around is Jax. Over to Calder. They flip that one high, and it's going to come out The puck is lost. They find another puck. And no, for you NHL fans, that's not a 2-minute penalty. This is PeeWee hockey. Come to your senses. Calder, Nick, Alex, Owen and Jax on the power play. Out to Alex, Alex over to Owen. Owen comes in, Owen takes the shot and it's gloved down by the Ventura attendee as he slides across his net to pick that one up. And Arvada's gonna have another chance here with the face-off deep in the Mariners zone. Calder, this draw goes towards the front of the net. I'm trying to battle behind a bunch of, Owen takes that shot, tipped in front and nobody there. Backing it out across the boards, in towards the front is Nick, picked up and then back out to the point. Owen claps that one in, it's deflected back into the corner. Ventura off the boards, over to Nick's territory. Nick's fighting for it against the boards. Nick goes in behind the net, picked up by Calder. Calder's gonna skate that one around, trying to center that, couldn't get it, and then Nick just flips it up over the net because they were both looking to bury that one. Held into the Ventura zone, coming into the corner, going around the far side. Calder pestering far boards, helped out by Alex. Ventura forced to reverse this play, back up to the near boards, trying to come out of their own net and own end. Lexi's pinching this one in, but doesn't need to as it's held in. Nick still battling on his knees into the corner. Calder chases it down. 5-on-5 hockey as the penalty expires with 12:24 left to go here in the third period. All tied up at ones against the Ventura Mariners. Traveling all the way in from California to take on your Arvada squad on this Friday night. Tripped up there as Alex comes racing in for it. Coming in the other way, Ventura takes that shot, it goes wide, bounces off the back of the net. Milo picks it up in his own zone. Milo looking for the pass, picked up by Kai. Kai couldn't get it around. Good job there, held in by Milo. Is back out to Kai. Kai's coming in 1-on-2. Can't dangle around. Tries to get the back check on it. Now Ventura flips it back out the other way. Lexi at the red line picks it up, kicks it back into the Mariners zone. Kai chasing it into the corner. Flip back up off the boards. Colin looking for it. They get that one out over the blue line, goes to the far side. Lexi's not going to chase it down as Milo's there. Milo pushes it. And now here comes Kai. Kai on the far side. Kai comes in, takes a shot, and a big save by the Mariners goalie. Kai's not going to get a third penalty for that trip. That I think was his most obvious of the night, but coming in the other way, 2-on-2. Bo pushes his player over to the side. Can't get a backhand on that, but doesn't give up on it. Backhands it over towards Colin, picked up by Ventura, out to the point. Flipped that one in, kicked in front. Milo pushed that one over to the side. Towards the front, rips through the crease and over to Kai. Kai bounces over his stick. Kai is trying to tip that one out. Now here comes Kai. He's got Cohen with him. He gives it over to Cohen. Cohen can't go through the skates of the defender, coming back the other way, and then Ventura flips it back out to center ice. Colin hard off the boards. Back in, they're gonna call it too many men on that one. It's a horrible call in PeeWee hockey to have, but it happens as they're trying to learn how to change quickly here. But at the same time, with 10:35 left to go in this game, Arvada's gonna see a power play opportunity. All tied up at ones on the OTT Sports Network. Deep in the Mariners zone, set to take this draw is Cohen. He's out there with Kai and Colin on this power play. Milky and Bo on the defensive line. They're walking in. This one goes over, picked up by Arvada. Milky's got it at the point, pushed it towards the front of the net. Kai sticks lifted before he can tip it. Bo walks in, pinches from the point, bangs it around the boards, trying to find Colin. Kai's over there helping him out. Banging against the boards. Kai goes down, sticks it the other way. Now Cohen's chasing it down. Bo's still sticking in. Bo pinches in. Bo spins that around one more time, holds it into the blue line. Great effort there by Bo to keep that puck in play in the Mariners zone. Off the boards, out to Milky. Milky steps in on his side, kicks that one in, rings it around to the other side to Cohen. Cohen's got some time in front. Cohen still has it. Going out to Kai. Kai trying to clap that one in towards the front. Over to Colin. Colin takes a shot, and it's held on to by the Ventura Mariners goaltender. Still 43 seconds left to go in your Arvada power play. 9:48 left to go in the game. All tied up at 1. The next power play unit comes out. That's Evan centering Ethan and Anderson. Owen and Jax on D. Wins that one over to Anderson. Anderson gets it out to the point. Owen walks in. Owen takes his shot and scores! Owen with the blast from the point. Power play goal. Arvada takes the lead 2-1 with 9:42 left to go in the third period. Clapping hands at the bench and skating back out to center ice. This line's gonna stay out there. Evan centering Ethan and Anderson. Big Jax, big Owen on D. We saw that big play there as Owen fires one towards the front of the net, buries it, making it 2-1. Fighting for it at center is Ethan, tipped ahead by Anderson as he comes skating across, but then the Mariners come back into the Arvada zone, walking in the top of the circle, deflected high and over the net as Owen gets a stick on it. Jackson into the far corner, bangs it hard. Evan fighting for it, picked back up by the Mariners, coming back in to pressure them as Ethan tipped up towards Jax, or Evan, in towards the front of the net. Oh, good job by Owen there as he comes crashing into the slot. In behind the Arvada zone, flipped around the other way, over to Owen. Owen hard off the boards, Owen goes down with it. Mariners come out of the play with the puck. Bodied into the corner by Jackson. Jackson's gonna see another 2 minutes for that one as he bodies his player into, or that's not Jackson, sorry, was that, oh, it's Evan.
Is it Evan? Yeah, it's
Evan.
Evan touched the puck.
Evan touched the puck with a little bit too much shoulder action going on. Evan's gonna go to the box. Arvada might have to, I think in the last 5 games, I don't know who's been tuning in, but we might have set a record for penalties, and I'm not calling all of them as penalties. I'm just calling some aggressive play by Arvada here. They flipped out and across the blue line as Ventura is unable to hold it in. Backhands that one back around. Ethan over there couldn't get a handle on it. They walk back into the Arvada zone. Going in wide. Taking a swing at it was Milo. Back in behind. They wrap that one around. Tuck it in behind Quinn's pad. Tie this one up on the power play. 8:39 left to go in the third period. We're all tied up at 2s, and it's anybody's game, folks. I'm starting to think the referee association might have something against this Arvada squad.
There's no home court advantage for sure.
Definitely no home court advantage.
In fact, it's a disadvantage.
Calder at
Like,
the
are you
draw,
Arvada?
out there with Nick and Alex.
Penalty.
One by Ventura as they flip it in. Lexi sees Alex on the far end, but that one's intercepted and held in. Milo gets a stick on it, but Ventura kicks it in. Rung around the boards looking for Nick. Nick out of his reach, helping him out. There's Calder. They keep this one, and no, it stays into the blue line. Lexi gets a stick on it. Lexi can't flip that one out either. Nick into the corner. Back over to Milo. Milo with his backhand. Out to the point for Ventura. Stopped there by Nick. All the way back out to the Ventura point. Swung around as everybody's collapsing on this puck, but Arvada can't find a way to get it out of their own zone. They flip it out. Now here comes Calder. Calder coming through center ice, trying to find Nick on the break. Broken up there by Alex at center ice. Back over to Lexi. Lexi flips that one. Gets it over to Nick. Nick just taps it a little bit too far. Turns around, spins that one into the Ventura zone. The player steps out of the back, out of the box. 5-on-5 hockey is what we're back to. 7:30 left to go here in the third period. We're all tied up at 2s. We're at the Apex Ice Arena, and you're on the OTT Sports Network as that one goes far into the corner. Alex picks it up out towards Calder. Calder can't turn and shoot that one fast enough. Calder with the backhand over to Alex. Alex to the front, through Nick's skates, out to the point. Milky comes in, takes a shot. Gloved down and held on to by the Mariners goalie. 7:09 left to go in the third period. We're all tied up at 2s. No, I just looked at my phone for messages, but I remember I shut that off. So everybody who's sending their well wishes, sending their good luck all across the globe, we're hearing you. Just yell a little bit louder. This team will skate harder the louder you yell in your living room on a Friday evening. Towards the front now and stick back to the side by the Mariners goaltender. Hard into the corner, into the front. Alex back out to Milky. Milky takes that shot, flipped in, held on to one more time by that Mariners goaltender with 6:51 left to go. Battling hard, keeping that pressure on. You can see Cohen come back out here, and he's going to be sandwiched between Kai and Colin as this Arvada team has Jax and Owen at the point trying to find a way to gain the lead back as they're digging deep into the third period. Back out to the point, over to Kai. Kai takes a shot. One more time, glove down. Mariners goaltender flashing the leather. Arvada cannot find a way to solve them here in the third period. Gonna take another attempt at it here as the faceoff's deep in the Mariners zone. Cohen talks to Colin on his way out, looking at this backhand one-time attempt. We've seen it before, can we see it again? Deflected into the corner, Cohen backhands that towards the front of the net, picked up by the Mariners. Mariners come hard out towards the front, back on the backhand to Kai, and still fighting for it is Colin in front. Over to Cohen, Cohen goes into the corner. Cohen gets taken down and Mariners backhanded there by Kai, but it's gonna come out. Colin saves that one from going out. Cohen just can't reach it. Cohen goes into the far corner. Cohen stick hands around. Over to Kai. Kai with a blast, and that one's blocked in front. He actually got wood on that one. I'm impressed. They're still keeping this up. Jackson gets taken down. Over to Cohen. Cohen tries to go all the way across. Gets it over to Colin. Colin takes a shot and fires that one high. Cohen in the far corner now. Cohen towards the front, that's picked up, and now the Mariners are coming back the other way. 5:54 left to go. Kai on the back check. Coming in one-on-one against Owen. Owen gets a stick on that. They don't clear the zone as he gets tangled up there with Colin. Now get it out as Jack's come fighting for it. Jack's over to Cohen. Cohen walks in. Cohen gets spun around with no call in there. Jack's still coming in. Jack's towards the front of the net. Hung on to by the goaltender, and bodies all over the ice. No call. We're still here. 5:33 left to go in this third period. Tied up 2-2. The Arvada fans getting a little heated. It's a good thing these refs have a tunnel and a backdoor secret parking lot, because I don't know what would happen here after this game. Evan at the dot. Evan wins that one back, gets it over to Ethan. Ethan back to Lexi. Lexi shoots that one towards the front of the net. It's tipped and saved. Anderson into the back corner, backhands that one out to Milo. Milo shoots towards the front of the net. Tipped and saved one more time. Coming out of their own zone here is now the Mariners get it to center ice, coming in 1-on-2. Mariners walk in, take the shot, stick down there by Milo. Into the corner by Lexi. Milo gets it back up off the boards over to Anderson. Sneaks across the blue line, back out to the Mariners. Mariners stop at their own blue line. Anderson takes a swing on it. Anderson dumps that hard into the Mariners zone. Chasing it down now is Evan into the corner. Evan takes a body. Mariners swing back around, bang it off the boards, trying to break out of their own zone. They flip that one back out, picked up by Lexi. Lexi goes cross ice. Couldn't find anybody in a white jersey, but Ethan's there. Ethan does a good job, helped out there by Anderson. Anderson bangs that one off the boards. Mariners coming around their own net. Hard up the half boards and then up to Lexi. Lexi holds that one in the point, and then I thought that was a whistle coming in. Milo forces his player into the corner. Milo holds on to that one, back out to Ethan. Here comes Ethan walking through center ice. Ethan's got one man to beat. Ethan coming in one-on-one, being back checked hard. Gets spun around. Ethan still has it. Ethan takes a shot. Puck is loose and then held on to. 4:03 left to go in the third period. Tied up at 2 against the Ventura Mariners. Your Arvada PeeWee A squad is battling their way into this third period. Calder, Alex, and Nick. I'm assuming, I can't see. But the Mariners come across. Big stick of Bo comes across, picks that one up. Alex on the backhand, back over to Calder. Calder flips that one, then Mariners pick it up. Bo gets a stick on it, comes in, takes a good angle on that one, picked up by Alex behind his own net. Alex finds it in his own skates, up off, gets it over to Nick. Nick flips that up, and they can't handle it at center ice. Coming back into their own zone as the Mariners. They go D to D, being pressured here by Nick. They forced to put it hard behind their own net. Nick chasing it down. They come out the other side. Nick in front. Nick takes a shot. The second shot. Alex finds it. Nick with the unbelievable effort. Keeping that one in deep. Gets it over to Alex. Alex buries it. It is 3-2 Arvada with 3:15 left to go in the third period. I'm glad we only have one game this weekend. I don't know if Harry's voice would last 5 more. That wasn't Alex. Alex is coming out now. Same line. Okay. They went all tapped hands. That was Alex. Now Calder comes across, pushes it back into the Mariners zone. Hard in behind their own net as Mariners. They circle back, coming back up on the near boards. Off the glass and out. Picked up at center ice, being pressured there. Jax gets it up, tries to find Calder coming out the other way, but it's picked up by the Mariners. Kick to the side there by Quinn. Up off the boards is Alex. Alex flips that one, trying to find Calder. Banged off. That's going to be offside. As it comes back off the boards, Calder flips it back in. They were not onside. 2:43 left to go. Third period, Arvada's clinging to a 3-2 lead. You got the big boys back on D. Owen and Jackson centering Kai, and Colin is Cohen. Cohen keeps this one in, goes around, comes in on the boards. Cohen fires that towards the front of the net. That's a big stop by the Ventura goaltender. Kai breaks up that play only briefly as they push it up the far side looking for this breakout. Chased down by Cohen. He gets a stick on that and backhanded off. Kai gets it over. Now Kai's coming in the far side. He's got Colin with him, trying to find Colin. Gets broken up in the skates. Back out to the point, held in there. Great job by Jackson. This guy gets dumped. Backhand in, held on to one more time by the Ventura goalie. Arvada 3-2. It's 2:07 left to go. OTT Sports Network and Harry Haviland. We're here at the Apex Ice Arena, our only game of the weekend. And we are seeing some fun tonight. Thank you to everybody tuning in across the globe. Same line stays out there, change up on D. Milo and Lexi join. Cohen at the dot. Cohen trying to win that one back, gets it over to Lexi. Lexi shoots that one towards the front. Cohen for the tip. Kai can't get a handle on that rebound. Pinched in by Milo, but that one bounces all the way back. Lexi's chasing it down. Lexi with the tip, and Kai comes around. Spins that one back out of the Arvada zone. Forcing an offside. Ventura walks in onside. I don't know if that was onside. Flipped in. That one goes high over the net. Lexi into the far corner. Lexi off the boards. Bouncing puck over to Kai. Couldn't get a handle on that. Trying to tip it out. Was Milo. Couldn't do so. Still fighting for it out. And now here it comes. They got some speared. Collins racing down for it. Collins lifts the stick and goes into the corner. Great job by him. Couldn't find the puck behind the Ventura net. As it comes all the way back out to Lexi at center ice. $1.18 left to go. Over to Kai on the far side. Kai's going to get in the blue line. Kai pushing out. Gets that one. Shoots it wide around the boards. Ventura coming back out through center ice. Broken up by Lexi. Great play by her. Now she's going to gain the Ventura zone. Comes in, takes a shot from the high circle into the glove of the goaltender. We're winding down to the last 55.8 seconds. Arvada's still leading 3-2. Evan, Anderson, Ethan, Bowen, Milky on the point. Pressuring deep into the zone, trying to hold this lead and gain some insurance. Picked up by Ventura coming around. Banging off the boards. Milky's holding his ground at the point as Ventura's trying to get that player deep into neutral territory. Recognized by Bo as he was back on it. We're back into the Ventura zone, out towards the front. Goalie comes across, and Evan cannot quite bury that. He's in the right place at the right time. Goalie comes across, gets a pat on it. Keeping this a 3-2 game with only 32 seconds left to go.
Good pressure, Ab.
Evan back at the dot. Ref forces all the players out of the circle. Evan's still fighting for it, still has it. Ethan coming in, gets it over to Evan. Evan trying to flip that towards the front of the net. Still fighting for it, everything's loose in front. Gonna come out to a point. Milky comes in, takes a shot. That one gets deflected into the corner. Gets taken down there by Evan. Evan's fighting for it in the corner. Helping him out is Ethan. A little bit of aggressiveness coming out of the final seconds of this game, 7.2. And Ventura comes in hard into the corner. They're going to take a penalty. 7.2 seconds left to go in the game. Arvada is going to see a short power play here, as there's not much time left to wind down this clock, and they're leading 3-2. I'm sorry if I keep sticking my head in front.
It's fine. No one can see anyway, so it's better
So
that you to
see my head. Nobody needs to see my
I
head.
can't see.
Do you like my curls? Calder's at the face-off dot, gets it over to Nick. Nick puts it towards the front of the net. Back in Ventura's zone. Time winds down. Arvada clings on to a 3-2 victory here.
Quinn got a win.
Clings on. They got the win.
For Quinn.
Oh, for Quinn, yes. Quinn got the win. Quinn got the
Our
win.
substitute goalie.
Yes.
With our substitute.
He did an absolutely unbelievable job tending the pipes here for this Arvada squad.
Quinn got the win. With our fake coach Graham.
Fake coach Graham,
And Dick.
who just shoved Kai down to the ice.
I don't know if I got that on film. I don't
The
think.
best part of youth hockey right here. Everybody's sportsmanlike, shaking hands at center ice. Big shout out to this team coming in all the way from California. We faced off against them for the first game of their 4. Arvada is just going to practice for the rest of this weekend. Practice hard into next week. We're going to see you guys in Vail on Friday next week. I believe our first game is at 2 o'clock, 2:30. We'll post it. It'll be good. Best of luck to the team we just played right now for the rest of their weekend. We're going to practice hard. And until next weekend, the OTT Sports Network and Harry Havel.